First, we'll start with MCQ. Okay, MCQ we have done very less MCQs. We'll start with MCQ. I'll explain. Along with this, I'll explain all the concept. Just go through this, students. Go through the instruction. We'll start. Give me a. Yeah, all of you get a book, students. Get that formula book. Do you have a separate book? Yes, get that separate book. I'll make also 5 years paper. Keep all the answers there. Practice in that book. I'll even send you all the answers. Okay, but the solution might be slightly different. Their solution and whatever we do. Yeah, Cherisha, Joanna, Adia, Naomi. Write in a different. Yeah, write in a separate book, student. I told you to maintain a book for formula. As I solve the chapters, I'll be explaining the concept, students. First chapter is the first question is related to quadratic. So almost done. 90. Yes, tell me, Adia. 2025, Adia. Already we have done, but still, we'll start from 25, 24 up to 22. I'll make you all solve those papers. This is right 2025, students. See, answers I'll share. I have all the printouts. I'll share it, PDF or image. But that is not enough, students. Just with the answers, you can't do anything. Okay, and the solutions might be different. We do it another way. They are given it in a different way. Okay, shall we start? All of you online? Yeah, first chapter is which one, student? First MCQ is related to which one? Roots. That is quadratic equation. Okay, now everything related to quadratic equation. Just related to roots. Look here. What do you mean by roots? Roots are nothing but value, students. Before this, quadratic, general equation of a quadratic equation. Look here, the general equation for quadratic is, make a note, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. This is the general equation. Or just write it as equation, quadratic equation. Fine. Ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. X degree is 2, the next one degree is 1, c stands for constant. Next concept, root. Root is nothing but you take any value for x, students. In place of x, I have to substitute any value. So that the answer should be 0. If I substitute anything, the answer should be 0. Let me take a question. X square minus x minus 12 is equals to 0. Root basically means the value of x. Root. Okay. Now x square minus x. Doesn't it look like this quadratic equation? Isn't it arranged like this? Now forget about minus sign. It can be minus or plus. That doesn't matter. Next. I need to take the value of x. Let us substitute as 4. If I substitute, what do I get? 4 square is 16 minus 4 minus 12. What is 16 minus 4? 12. 12 minus 12, are we getting 0? Therefore, x is equals to 4. Right? This 4 is root. 4 is root. Simple. 4 is root of this equation. Root is basically a value. When you substitute, you should get 0. 4 is a root, students. Now let us take 2 and substitute. Don't write anything. Don't write. I'll tell you. 4 is root. Okay. So listen when I'm teaching. X is equals to 4. If you get 0, therefore 4 is a root. Sometimes this 4 Is it positive or negative? Positive. They won't give it like this. They'll give it in this way. We studied this in AP chapter. Not AP. Which one is that? Factorization, right? They'll give x minus 4 is equals to 0. They'll give you one equation and they'll tell you to find whether this is root or not. So x minus 4, when x goes to the other side, what does it become? It becomes yes. Then you substitute answer. Next. Same equation, x square minus x minus 12 is equals to 0. Substitute x minus 2 students. Remainder and factor theorem, correct. Remainder and factor theorem. This is the divisor. If x minus 2 is given, what is x? X is equals to, yes, minus 2 goes to the other side. Substitute 2 square is 4, minus 2 minus 12. 4 minus 2 is 12. 4 minus 2 is 2 minus 12. What's the answer? What's the answer, students? Minus 10. Is left hand side and right hand side equal? Therefore, x minus 2. This is not a root. X is equals to 2 is not a root, students. 2 is not a root. Basically, 2 doesn't fit in this. That's the concept of root. Is this clear? Understood, all of you all? Meaning of root? Okay, next. Based on this root, we have three types of root. Three types of root questions. Do one thing. Just copy this, students. Write this. Write quadratic equation in that formula page. In that formula. Write quadratic equation. Write the formula. Substitute x is equals to 4 in this equation. Yes, Naomi. Okay, fine, Naomi. You can leave. Recording later. Tell even Tanishka to go through the recording later. Okay, you can leave. You can leave. Others write it like this. X is the root. Next. Sri Dhanachara formula, students. To find the value of x. Remember, they might give any question, two values like this, substitute, find. Okay, next. How to find the, here I had given, already I had given the value of x, students. If value of x is not given, they'll give an equation, just this equation. See how the concepts are interlinked. They'll just give this equation, tell you to find the value of x. What is the formula to find the value of x, students? Minus b plus minus 2a. Very good. We have practiced a lot of time. This is the formula when we need to find the value of x. Imagine 4 is not given. We need to find that 4. Now, take this question x square minus x minus 12. Sometimes they are given x square is equals to x minus 12. Arrange this x plus 12. You have to arrange this in the, with respect to the basic equation like this. Okay, all of you will concentrate. If not, you'll get confused with this equation, reflection, intercept formulas. Look at ax square. If you arrange, x square remains as it is. This x would go to the left hand side. Plus 12 minus 12 is equals to 0. Okay, so after arranging, this is what you get, students. This is the question. Now, in this question, compare this with the general equation ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Tell me the values x square and x square. What is a value, students? A is equals to, all of you will respond, a is equals to 1. B Along with the sign, b is equals to, when there is no value, what you take? Very good, minus 1. C is equals to minus 12. Is this clear? 1, 2, and 3. Next, if you substitute here, minus b, minus of minus 1 plus minus square root of minus 1 the whole square minus 4 into 1 into minus 12 divided by 2 into 1. Don't write right hand side, don't write anything, students. Is this clear? All of you understood? Next, in this entire thing, this is a general equation to find which value. What are we solving here? To find the value of x. This x is nothing but to check whether it is root or not, x value. Next, in this entire thing, there's a separate concept called root. This is the formula we use, b square minus 4ac. Now, how to solve all this? We already know, we have done a lot of questions. This one, long division method. We'll do it later. Now, just the specific part, b square, square root of b square minus 4ac. Now, this is root, students. We call this symbol as root. Any question which comes with root, use this formula, b square minus 4ac. After solving, if you get 0, there are 3 types. Okay, for root, there are 3 types. The name for this is discriminant. We give it as d. Yes. Right hand side, whatever I'm teaching right hand side, you have to make a note. D is equals to b square minus 4ac, and this is what you call discriminant. D stands for discriminant or root. The meaning is same. Okay, D stands for discriminant. Whatever answer you get, D is equals to 4. This is root value. Root value. Now, if I write 36, if I write 14, 0, minus 3. These are the different types of root, students. Before this, what is rational and irrational number? What do you mean by rational number, irrational? Okay, when we talk about irrational, what are the irrational values, students? Root values. What are irrational root values? What are irrational? Irrational, remember, just for this concept, don't have to go much in depth. Irrational meaning is non-perfect square or non-perfect cube. Non-perfect square values. Tell me some non-perfect square values. Is 35 a perfect square? No, it comes under irrational. Okay, don't write all this. I'll tell you what to make a note. Next, square root of 15. Is it a perfect square or cube? No, it is not an irrational value. When we talk about rational, perfect square numbers, is 36 perfect square, root 36? What's the answer? 6. Very good. 6. It's a rational number. We call it as rational. Any doubts in irrational and rational number? Okay, even after solving, imagine you get 4 divided by 16. How do you reduce this, students? How do you reduce? 1 by 4. What's the answer for 1 by 4? 1 by 4 is a perfect square number, right? Very good, 1 by 2. So what is root 4 by 16? Is it rational or irrational? Rational number. So rational, irrational is done. If you want, just make a note, rational, irrational. First write this, all of you will write this, write root, put quadratic equation. Did you all write this formula left hand side? This one? Okay, write Sri Dhanachara formula, minus b, just the first. Copy the same thing, students, left and right hand side, whatever I have written. Okay, if you have done this, then next part, below that write discriminant. D is equals to B square minus 4AC. This formula we use only for root. Root. Then once you write that, below that, rational, irrational numbers. Rationals are perfect square numbers, perfect square and cube numbers. Example, root 9, cube root 8. You don't get cube root, this is square concept. Perfect square numbers, root 9. What about root 8, students? Root is given, not cube root. Root 8 is rational or irrational? It's irrational, right? All of you respond. It's irrational. See, if I write cube 8, what about cube 8? What is the cube root of 8? 2. But we're not studying cube here. What is the concept here? Cube or square root? Square root. So don't get confused. Square, we don't go with cube values. So just write perfect square. Write perfect square numbers. And write some example. Root 4, root 16, root 81. Irrational is just opposite to that. Non-perfect square numbers. Non-perfect square numbers. Root 1 by 49 is also perfect square. You get 1 by 7. All these are perfect square. Irrational numbers. Root 3, root 5, root 15, root 80, root 1 by 17. All these are irrational numbers. All of you completed? Right hand side? Rational, irrational done? Shri, Mariana, Adia completed. Naomi, not Naomi, sorry. Joanna, Cherisha. Okay, now below this, students, below this, see whatever answer D value, there are 3 types. This is the most important part now. In spite of solving, they'll give you 4 options. They'll just don't tell you to solve, they'll give you 4 options. If you get, after solving, if you get, the answer is 0. We call it as real and equal. Whenever you get 0, remember it is equal, students, equal. Okay, real and equal. When D is greater than 0, greater than 0. For example, what are greater than 0? You can get 1, you will get 2, you will get 3, you will get, in this there are 2 types. Whenever it is greater than 0, there are 2 types, students. You'll get 1, 2, 3, anything, all positive numbers. Remember, greater than 0 is positive numbers. 3.5, 4.5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, all numbers you get. In this, there are 2 types. If you get a square number, square root of 16, is this rational or irrational? It's a rational. And D is not equal to 0, student. So you should write rational or it's a rational and unequal. What do you write? Rational and unequal. We write unequal because it is not equal to 0. Root 16 is not 0 and it is a rational number. Okay, what if I write root 18? Rational or irrational? It is irrational and and unequal. If it is 0, real and equal. Wait, let me write the other one. What are the three things we have? Equal, greater than, what's the other one left? Less than 0. Very good. Less than 0, what's the meaning less than 0, students? What do you mean by less than 0? No, no, positive or negative. Basic question. Positive or negative numbers, less than 0 meaning. Yes, all negative numbers are imaginary. Correct. There, it's not equal to 0, so it is unequal. First point, unequal and imaginary. Yes, this is the answer. When do you mark all this? After solving the question. So first you should be thorough with this topic. Solving the question is very easy. Make a note of this. If it is equal to 0, equal, real. Okay, if d is greater than 0 and if you get a square, perfect square value, it is rational number, unequal. Anything which is not equal to 0 is unequal, student. Look here, all are unequal. Negative numbers are imaginary. Negative numbers are imaginary. Completed. For example, after solving, you get example root minus 15, root minus 3 by 2. Anything apart from 0 is unequal. Okay, even is Lemuel online? Lemuel was there from beginning? 4, 5, 6. Okay, I didn't know. Solving all this? Okay, write this, students. 0. Basically, any negative number is imaginary. Negative numbers are imaginary. Yes, students, done, completed. 3 points equal to less than 0. Right? So even here, you can just imagine a number line, same like number line 0, 1, all these are greater, less than. Anything which is equal to 0, we call it as equal. For 0, what do you call, students? Real and equal and real. Anything which is negative, What do you call imaginary n? Is it equal to 0? Minus 1, do you think minus 1 is equal to 0? No, right? Imaginary and unequal. If I take 2, is 2 equal to 0, students? All of you respond. 2 is not equal. So what you have to write here? Unequal. It is unequal, but 2 is a perfect number. Not perfect number, it doesn't have any root value. So 2 is rational. This is what you call rational. 2. Even if they write 5 here, 5. There is no root symbol given. Therefore, 5 is also rational. But in the same number line, if they give root 15, what's the answer for this, students? What is root 15? It's not a perfect square number. Therefore, it is irrational. And it is not equal to 0. So, what is it? Irrational. Everything depends on number line concept. Okay, apart from this, they give another value 3,8. Is there any root value here? Response, student. Any root value? No. There is no root symbol. There is no square root symbol here. There is no square root. So you shouldn't check. When there is no square root symbol, you shouldn't check whether it is a perfect square or not. Therefore, the answer 3/8 is a rational number. 3/8 is rational. Okay, b square minus 4ac. All the concepts are done. First question. Look at the first question. What is given? The given quadratic equation 3x square plus root 7x plus 2 is equals to 0. As what you have to read, students? 2 equal real roots, 2 distinct real roots, and more than 2 real roots. First, you have to compare this. Compare this with the general equation. All of you, what is general equation? Ax square plus is equal to 0. What is A? 3. What is B? Along with the sign. Plus 7. Plus root 7. C? 2. You see the word root is given here? Real roots. Right? Use roots. What is the formula? D is equals to square root of. Okay, let me solve this. B square. You have to be very quick while solving. Square root of 7 minus 4 into 3 into 2. What's the answer? Hmm. What? No, no, no. Sorry, not 49. How do you solve this, students? Square root and 7 gets cancelled, right? Root value. So it's not 49. 7 minus. What do you get? 7 minus 24. Yeah, 7 minus 24, students. B is equals to, just a minute, B square minus 4AC. Sorry, the formula is, take out the root, students. Remove the root. We don't use this root. Sorry, remove this root. Just B square minus 4AC. Even here, remove this root. Just take the value inside. B square minus 4AC. Yes. Remember this. B square minus 4AC, students. Remove the root. Yes. Even here, just for all the question, the formula itself is B square minus 4AC, Mariana. Okay. I forgot to remove the root. This is the formula. So it doesn't mean one question, two question. For all the questions, same formula. What is the value we get? Minus 17. Minus 17, is it less than 0 or more than 0? Huh? Minus 17 is less than 0. If it is less than 0, unequal or equal? First thing, it is unequal. And negative numbers are not real. And remember, for all quadratic equation, you get two roots. Two roots. So the answer is both the roots are unequal and not real. Not real. Imaginary. The word for not real, what is the other name for not real? Imaginary. In textbook, it is given as imaginary, but in board exam, they give real and unreal. Okay, what's the answer, students? Are they equal? Two roots are equal? No, they're not equal and real. Are they real roots? Real or unreal? They're unreal. More than two real. Okay, again, there's a real roots. No. What about the fourth one? No real roots. The answer is no. They could have given a simplified term, but look at the way they have given the options. They could have just given roots are not equal. I mean, roots are imaginary, roots are not real. Instead of that, no real roots. So, what are the keywords here? Real, 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 and no real. No real meaning is not real, imaginary. The answer is D, students. Is it clear? All of you understood? Okay. Use the same concept, you can solve all the questions. And one more thing, for discriminant, remove this root value. This is the formula. And I've given all the values here. What is 0, greater than 0, less than 0. Fine. Now, write the first question. All of you will complete this. If you want to take down the solution. After break, we'll solve. Now, all the other questions you all are thorough with that, students. While solving, I'll teach you. Other questions are easy to solve. Just write the solution. First one. Not real, no real, unreal, imaginary. These are the words you have to remember. The meaning is same. All are synonyms. The meaning is same. All of you completed? Understood? Okay. After break we'll solve the remaining questions. Take 10 minutes break. We'll continue at 11:45. Okay, shall we start, students? All of you online? See, there are papers even for science, physics, chemistry. Did you all check that? Physics, chemistry. Yeah, you can download everything. So till now, see, today it is 31st student Jan. Another 2 weeks left. So stop studying. How much ever chapters you will have done, enough. There's no point in completing everything. If you're not able to solve, what's the point in studying everything? Whatever you've done so far, just stop all the subjects. Start with the previous year paper. Okay, this 1 week is very crucial. If not next week, definitely all of you will struggle. So the next 7 days is going to be very crucial. Okay. See, if you just put ICSE 2025 physics, you'll get a PDF here. Yeah, if you have book, fine. In book, I don't think they have given year. They have given year by year. Look here for physics. Just solve this paper, students. Download 5 years paper. Stop studying. Whatever you have studied is enough. Even for other subjects. Just solve these papers. Has anyone started solving previous year paper 25, 24? Good. Download from this. Oswald Oswald AL something. What is this? AL something it's given. 25. Just put 24. You get even 24th paper. And whoever doesn't, I mean, if you don't know to search, don't know to download, if you let me know, I'll download and send you the PDF. If you want, I'll download and send. If not, you just download. Type this 2024. Look here, you're getting solved paper. Fine. So do one thing, students. Today you utilize for this. Download all this. How many pages are there? Total how many pages? Left hand side. All of you will respond. How many pages are there? 8, right? 8 pages. Including the answer. Including the answer, how many pages are there? 8 pages. So look here. 8 pages. 2024 is available. 23. 2022. So in 2022, there are two semesters. Semester 1 and semester 2. Okay. So you can't study from this. Do one thing. Download and take a printout, student. Today is Saturday. Start from tomorrow or from Monday. Take a printout. 8 pages for one paper. 2025 there are 8 pages. So for 5 years around 40 pages. Download physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. If you want, take a printout and study, or just go through your laptop, iPad, whatever you have, phone. Okay, even for physics, bio, for I think for everything it's available. Physics 2020. Everything is put. Even for history, you'll have 2025. Fine. Just go through that. Next. This is done. Tell me the next one, students. Next is which chapter? Next one. Tell me the second question. All of you respond. Banking. In banking, what is Anuj deposits? Principal is 500. Be quick. Time period is given in years or months. Yes, it is already given in N. N is equals to 18. Then, if he receives, interest is equal to 570. Do we need to find? What do you need to find, students? Okay, maturity value, right? Matured amount. What is maturity value? Formula P into. Okay, which chapter is this? In the formula, right? Banking, students. All of you will put banking in formula section. See, there is a continuity. If you know how to solve quadratic division method for banking to find n value, we use quadratic. So this is the first formula, P into n plus I, maturity value. In that, I has a separate formula. Write banking and write this formula, maturity value formula, interest formula. Interest is equals to P into n plus 1. Here. Below banking, write all these, both the formulas. N stands for number of years, number of months, sorry, months. So when time period is given for 2 years, if when time is given in T years, convert into months. P into n plus I. Then there's another formula for interest. There's another formula when rate is not given. When rate is not given, P into n plus 1 divided by 2 students. 2. Mention even this. Just 2. There is no rate, no R. Okay, I'll write here. Just cancel this. Below you write when rate is not given. When rate is not given. All of you completed right hand side part. Okay, when rate is not given, if they ask you to find interest, use the second formula, student. Just ignore R 12 and 100. Look at R 12 and 100 should be cancelled. When rate is not given. These are the three formulas, important formulas we have. That's it in banking. Any doubts in banking, students? Any formulas you didn't understand? P, N, R, everything is clear, right? Okay. In this question, we need to find maturity value. What's the answer? Respond. 500 into 80 plus. See, if you want to solve this, it would take a lot of time. But what's the option here? What's the answer, students? All of you will respond. What's the answer? Option A is the answer. Is it clear? Okay. This is one question. What if they would have asked you to find R, students? R percent. When I is given, how do you find R? I is equals to P into, all of you will respond, P into N into N plus 18 into 19 divided by R divided by 100, students. 100. If they ask you R percent, remember R percent. Yes, be quick. R by 100 divided by 2 into 12. See, 2 zeros gets cancelled. 1s are 9s are. Okay, cancel everything, you'll get R percent. R is around 8%. You'll get the answer as 8%. Fine. So second MCQ is done. Third one. That's it. Banking, when we have questions, we'll solve that. Third question. What is given, students? Which chapter is the third one? Which of the following cannot be the probability? Okay, it's a probability question. Okay. For probability, there are only 3 or 4 points. Look, the first most important point for MCQ is the equation. Probability lies between 0 and 1, students. Any value which lies between 0 and 1, that is a probability. Apart from this, it cannot be a probability. Okay. So the value should lie between 0 and 1. What do you mean by 0 and 1? If I divide 1 divided by 2, how much is 1 divided by 2? How much is 1 divided by 2, students? Does 0.5 lie in between 0 and 1? Does it lie in between 0 and 1? Yes. Therefore, 1 by 2 is what? Is it a probability or what? It can be a probability. What about 3 by 2, students? What's the value for 3 by 2? 1.5. Is it within 0 and 1 or more than 1? 3 by 2, it can be or cannot be? It cannot be. This is the concept. Make a note of this formula. Just one single formula is enough. And one more thing, an event, they'll give you the answer for this. If the probability lies, it can be, the answer should be can be a probable, or an event is possible. An event is possible. If it is less than 0, if it is minus 1 or more than 1, 2, 3, 4, all this cannot be a probability, cannot be Event is not possible. Event is not possible. Oh, another 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes will end the class. Is it clear, students? Did you understand this line? 0 and 1? Okay, now, yeah, respond this. What is the answer? Cannot. If it is cannot, what is 5 by 4? And one more thing, if which is greater, numerator or denominator? Numerator. Therefore, it definitely cannot be the value, students. Remember that it's a trick. If numerator is greater than denominator, it cannot be, it will be greater than 1. The reason is, look at 5, 4 ones are 4, 1 remainder. Isn't it exceeding more than 1? Right? You get 1.25. So whichever has denominator greater, that cannot be. What about the first one? It can be or cannot be. All of you respond. 5 by 4 is more than 1, right? So this is the answer, students. Look at the other option. 0.25, it can be. 1 by 33, which is greater, numerator or denominator? Denominator. So there is chances. If denominator is greater, the answer will lie between 0 and 1, students. Okay, 67 percentage is given. How do you convert this percentage? Divided by 67 by 100, which is greater, numerator or denominator? Yeah, if denominator is greater, it is possible. If you convert shifting method, what's the answer? 0.67. It is can. Can. The option is cannot. Everything is can except this 5 by 4. Cannot. First one is the answer. Understood? Yeah, the only thing is next paper they can give which can be a probability, which can. When can is given, it should lie between 0 and 1. Next, fourth question. The equation of a line passing through origin. Okay, for origin, what do you take, students? For origin, we take fourth question, 0, comma 0. Fine. How you have to we need to find equation. For equation, what are the different things I taught you all? All of you respond. Equation, what are the different ways? 1 point and 2 point. If not, 1 point and intercept formula. You can use even intercept. What is given here? What is given here? Already 1 point is given. What's the other option? You have to find the other point. If not, you can type for one slope, right? Slope. Let us use this equation. What is the equation given? 3x plus 4y plus 7 is equals to 0. What kind of equation we have to use? Slope intercept formula. What is slope intercept formula, students? Y is equals to, only then you'll get slope here, right? In this equation. Okay, convert this. 4y will remain as it is. What happens to 3x? It becomes. And what happens to 7 if it goes to the other side? Okay. Before y, there shouldn't be any number. What happens to 4? It gets divided. So what is m value, students? What is m value? Equals to minus 3 by 4. Is this clear? All of you understood? Okay. So what are the two values we have? 1 point and 1 slope. Be quick. Complete this calculation. 1.1 slope. Then what's the formula we use for 1.1 slope, student? What's the formula? Y minus y1 is x. Complete this. Take this as x1, y1. All of you will find the answer. Don't look at the solution from in internet. Also, you get the answer, students. Don't look at that. Solve. Look at the screen and solve. If you solve two papers, you'll understand 2024-25, almost 80 to 90% you can complete. Definitely 70 marks, students. Whatever we have studied so far, 70 to 75 marks you can score. For the next 2 weeks, attend all the classes. Whenever I conduct, try to attend. Y minus 0 is equals to minus 3 by 4 into completed. All of you are done till here. Okay, look here. Origin was given, students. Remember the word origin 0, comma 0 and parallel to the line. Okay, I forgot the word. Is it parallel or perpendicular? Parallel. If it is parallel, will you take what will be the value? Minus 3 by 4 will be the same, right? Okay, okay. Just another 1 point, student. See, if the word parallel is given, what's the formula? M1 into M2 is equals to, I mean, they're same, right? M1 should be equal to M2. What is M1 value we got? M1 was? So M2 also should be minus 3 by 4. So you take origin 0, comma 0. Even this M you take it as minus 3, comma 4. Is this clear, students? Okay, what if perpendicular was given? There are chances. They might give the word perpendicular there. Then what's the formula for perpendicular? M1 into M2 should be equal to minus 1. M1 was minus 3 by 4. M2 is equals to minus 1. Then what will you take M2 as? Minus and minus will get cancelled. M2 you should have taken it as 4 by 3. I forgot that parallel word. M2 should be 4 by 3. That's the difference. Now, take this and complete last question. The remaining will do it evening. Okay, try this for homework, students. Complete this. Y into y1 is equals to m into x minus x1. No, better complete it now. X1, y1. Be quick. What's the answer? Y minus 0 is equals to minus 3 by 4 x minus 0. Then y4 goes to the other side. 4y minus 0 is equals to minus 3x. We always give preference for equation of a line. We always give preference for x-axis, students. X should be on the left-hand side. 3x plus 4y is equals to 0. Which option? All of you will respond. Option D is the answer. Option D. It is just 1 mark, but see how lengthy they have given. And there is no shortcut, students. There is no shortcut for this. I have taught you all the concept. Okay, at an evening, we'll try to complete this paper by tomorrow. Tomorrow or by Monday. All of you are done? Completed till here? Shall we end the class? Okay, evening at what time can you attend? 5 o'clock? Okay, attend at 5 o'clock, students. All can leave. Attend at 5. Yes, bye all of you. Yes, bye all of you.